The New York Birth Control Access Project Associate Board is increasing access to birth control across New York State. Here's Sophia, Moza, and Disha to tell you more.
The Associate Board of NYBCAP is an advocacy group that comes up with events and programs to teach people more about birth control access.
They advocate and lobby for different policies and bills that will increase access to contraceptives. So the Associate Board members are a group of young college-age activists. And we're all over the state, not just New York City, but also upstate.
I joined NYBCAP because I wanted to learn more about birth control to begin with, but I chose to stay because it became a community where I can actually open up about stories that I've never told anyone before. And people were able to speak to me about other issues as well and teach me more about everything that's been going on in our society.
When I was looking for my internships, I found their posting. And when I read what they were about and their mission statement, I felt like it kind of like spoke to me because I'm a woman, and I believe that birth control is just basic healthcare and everybody should have access to it.
I interned for NYBCAP earlier this year, and being in many positions where I myself didn't have access to birth control, where I needed to spend a lot of money in order to see my gynecologist, or when I had to wait long periods in order to get an appointment, I feel like I have a very personal connection to this work.
I'm learning that although New York State is more progressive, we don't really have as much access to things that as we believe to have. Neighborhoods such as like the Bronx is like a contraceptive desert. Like, I don't think people would know that just off the top of their head. If I have a daughter one day, I'd want her to have access to the birth control of her choosing. I think options is important, and so is accessibility.
The most important thing I have learned so far is how much these policies actually affect women. Basically, they don't have access to these things. They can't just go to their doctors and grab birth control. They have to fight for it, something that they're supposed to be given.
I'd say the most important lesson I've learned is persistence. We have to keep calling our legislators, we have to keep showing up, we have to keep talking about our movement, we have to keep talking about the different ways that we're trying to create change. We might have small incremental progress at first, but slowly that'll build up, and as we work together, we'll start to see these contraceptive gaps closed, and we'll start to see more equitable access to birth control for all.
I'm teaching others that, there's a lot more benefits to birth control other than just preventing pregnancy, and that there's other forms of birth control, not just like the pill, the patch.
I'm teaching others to learn about birth control access and all the policies and what they can do to change it.
They can speak to their local legislator, they can speak to their local representative. So I teach people about ways that they themselves can take policy and take action into their own hands, and that this work depends so much on people working together. Basically, change is made when we all join together.
Guess what? Our associate board is growing and always looking for volunteers. Want to help us? Visit gettingbusy.org to fill out an application. If birth control matters to you, then get busy with us. The New York Birth Control Access Project